Oh, there's another white brother we got who has a black wife, black daughter, black family. But we'll get to him second. I want to start with Cory Holcomb.
Okay, the comedian.
The comedian.
Yeah, I think he has a podcast these days. I'm always seeing him on blogs talk about mad shit.
Yeah, I see Cory often. I don't listen to his podcast every week, but when something of relevancy comes up.
But you got to download it. You got the pod downloaded in your phone.
I don't. I don't.
Also, I just want to say, SaVon, I rate that transition a 9 out of 10. You were like, speaking of fatherhood.
Oh, thank you.
And I knew where you were going. That was so good.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway.
I appreciate it. we all have good games. Cory, I put this in the chat, and I was very passionate about this because for whatever reasons, we have comedians versus their daughters this past 2 weeks or so.
I saw Cory's, like what you're about to play. I saw that. And there's more on comedians with their daughters?
So, yeah. So, there's two different extremes. I think Cory is probably really extreme, and I'll play it for y'all to get the context. Let me see if I can find this. It says, boom. Here we go.
I heard he was wild.
So, comedian Cory Holcomb sparks outrage after calling his own daughter out of her name. Let's listen to it.
She tried to run game on me like she was brought up by her mama. But you know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing I got away from her mama because I don't speak to her mama. She be like, I know you hate my mama. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time to hate nobody. Your mama was drama. Now here it is all these years later. You just like your mama. Both of y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'm gonna make another daughter. I don't give a fuck.
No. You can't say that.
If you ain't good as a person, no matter who you are, I have a cutoff switch God blessed me with.
No, you can't throw God in that.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Damn.
No.
That's his daughter.
My motherfucking mama. You know your daughter trying to get in touch with you? I say, oh, mama.
No.
You watch that little bitch.
Wait, what?
That bitch is brought up in this new generation.
No.
That's
where
a daughter.
there is no honor. There is no respect thy parents. There is no the way the youngsters are brought up now, they will fuck over the mama and daddy quicker than they'll fuck over somebody in the streets.
Cory.
Wow, he said, I'll go make another daughter. Like, it's fine. Like,
Crazy.
I do think it's funny, really quick. I'm not going to say this person's name, but I want y'all to look at the person that liked this.
Nah.
I feel like I know who.
No, you don't. There's no way that you would know. But that is hilarious.
Basketball legend.
Oh, shit. I thought it was doing someone we knew.
No.
Basketball legend right there.
But yeah, I thought that's a different extreme of parenting. Wow. That's a different extreme of parenting. I don't even know if I have comments because we don't know what she did to Cory. Like, I don't know the dynamic of their relationship.
Like what is their relationship?
From a surface level, you probably shouldn't call your daughter a bitch.
You probably shouldn't.
Right? And if you're calling your daughter a bitch from a surface level, right? It's just surface. I don't know. So I'm not taking sides. But I could imagine there's some pain, there's some hurt, there's some trauma, there's some things that maybe they need to work through, or maybe things that you could have done unintentionally to make her feel however she feels, to make you feel how you feel. But people are people, and maybe she is a bitch.
And dog, of course she gonna take this out of her mama. She been living with her, right? I hate when we do that as people. Like, we know exactly why something is and we get so confused. Maybe, and again, I don't know their background.
Yeah, we don't.
Right? But I don't know how active he was in her life coming up, etc. But see, this is how people go to therapy. This is why they go to therapy and they have all of these undiagnosed traumas well into their 30s and 40s that were never really addressed because it started from a parental state. Like, I don't want to be the parent to knowingly inflicting trauma onto my child. Telling my child at any age, I will go make another one.
That's fire.
Bro, that's traumatic, bro.
I might hate that little nigga.
Wait, I just have to say something.
I'm listening. Oh, LA Ranch.
You said you don't want to willingly do that?
Yes. Knowingly.
Isn't having a child, knowing you're going to pass away in a few years, and then they're going to have to deal with a loss of a parent,
she cooking.
Inflicting trauma on your child?
Oh, she cooking. No. I'm going to tell you why.
You have to watch your dad die?
You're cooking. But see, even in the time that you're here, I will be the father.
Just make the best of it.
I will be the best person possible, right? So even if I'm here for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, if God, grants it, your memories of me will be close to your heart.
And I guess
you're gonna know the type
that's
of
a good point because you could explain what's going on.
You're gonna know the type of man. When you completely just neglect and go, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make another one. Like,
oh yeah, that's worse. No, yeah, no, that's worse. That's worse.
Yeah, it's like, dog. All right, you could, but that doesn't fix or amend. It's boomers, yo. Boomers don't know how to. Some boomers don't know how to properly say how they feel without disrespecting you, cursing you out, or completely just
being like, okay, fine, I'm done.
Yeah, or just washing their hands from it.
All right, I like that you took that stance because I'm gonna take the stance of this new generation. They really are assholes
for sure.
So sometimes you gotta meet niggas with their own energy. Like,
watch this.
If it's fuck me, it's fuck you.
He's not the only one with kids that's a boomer, right? They all figured it out. You're not disrespectful to your mom, right? I'm not disrespectful to mom.
No.
Yeah, so there's a way as a parent that you even enforce discipline. We talked about earlier.
It's the real world, though.
What do you mean?
In the real world, sometimes you go get called an asshole. Sometimes you go get called a bitch. Sure. Sometimes you go get a suck my dick.
For sure.
So from your own parent?
Who better than to give it to?
Oh my gosh, SaVon.
That's the last person.
I know you don't agree with that.
Yeah, he's team family.
He loves his family.
He loves his family.
If my son, because I can't imagine saying this to my daughter, so I'm gonna put it on my imaginary son, my unborn. I don't got a little son, but imagine, oh shit, kid. My son came to me, right? And this nigga talking crazy. Like, he can get a suck my dick, bro. For real, bro. Like, if my son is talking crazy, I gotta give him the real life experience of what the world may face him with.
How do you guys feel about
bitch ass nigga.
Okay, but how do you feel about this? Like, I understand if they're wilding, like, sometimes you have to meet them with the same energy, whatever you said. Like, but it's also like, as the dad, you're the older one. This is a child. Like, you know what I mean?
Age don't mean mature.
You're the dad. Like, you have to be the one to teach them that respect, no?
You're
like,
as
the dad?
You're the elder. You know what I used to hate? I used to hate getting into arguments, like, with my mom back in the day when I was a kid. And me being the mature one in certain moments.
Yeah.
Granted, she was more mature
Of course.
But it'd be sometimes where you'd be like, wait, I'm the kid.
Why am
I being more mature about this than you? Yeah, nah, you got it. You're the parent.
Nah.
You're the parent. You got to set the tone. You got to set the
I was gonna say, we don't know what happened that made them feel about each other like this.
Or maybe, expressing his qualms with his daughter is cathartic for him.
That's hard.
Yeah, he was just venting.
I'm gonna give y'all another side of the coin. There's another comedian, same era, honestly. I think I seen both of these gentlemen on Wild 'N Out. A lot of the comedians of today or from that era I've seen on Wild 'N Out. But we went back to white chocolate loving dark chocolate, milk chocolate.
We did.
We're going to go to Gary Owens. Y'all familiar with Gary Owens?
I am.
Gary Owens, comedian. He was married for a plethora of years to a black woman. He then allegedly, I don't know if it's alleged or not, I don't know. He cheated on his wife. And the wife left him. And he was one of those people who promoted black-white love.
He really loved black women. He went and got another one.
Yeah, nah, he loved
really?
I ain't gonna lie. That nigga be doing the work. He be doing the work. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he got a little nigga in him. He got a little bit of that. But
his son?
Gary Owens, there was a report that, well, actually, I'll let him speak on it because I thought this was kind of interesting. This clip is a little bit lengthy, so I may skip around. Alex, Regi, if y'all feel like this is going on too long, please feel free to just nudge me like, nigga, get off this clip. But I do want to give a little bit of context because coming off of Cory Holcomb and then going with Gary, I just think it's kind of interesting.
And in that podcast a couple weeks ago, I had said, I'm going to end up going to my daughter's graduation. And my daughter wasn't happy that I announced I was coming and to her graduation, and I'm just not sure. It's no secret. Everybody knew where she went, but she graduated from North Carolina A&T last week.
Stop snitching.
I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna skip this slide. I'm gonna go here.
I'm trying to respect everybody's wishes and not make it awkward
because they got beef
about me.
So he's trying to respect the boundaries.
And so I go and. First time I laid eyes on her in about a year and a half.
Crazy.
So I see her, and I was like, "Oh!" I got excited. Took some pictures. I actually hired a photographer to take pictures and videos of her. She didn't realize it.
She didn't realize it. Why are you laughing? She didn't realize it.
Fucking stalker.
So when she got her diploma,
chill, bro.
I shot her a text. I said, "Congratulations." And I saw her look at her phone and not respond. So that kind of hurt.
That's gangster. You get left on red in person.
The graduation was over. I had taken some pictures and everything. I sent her a couple shots, and I just said, "I'm so proud of you." And I got her response to me was, "I'm blocking you." And I was like, what? For coming to your graduation? And then she responded, "I don't respect her boundaries," things of that nature. And
This is what happens when the children know that you cheated.
And those children have boundaries.
Thank you. And you went and made content about it. Even if you feel like you're really watching your words and you're tiptoeing around what you're saying, you made content about an experience that was maybe a little traumatic for them. Granted, you probably feel heavily about it. You rented a whole photographer and she didn't care.
I don't know, because I understand he's just trying to make amends and like be like, okay, I'm gonna show up as your dad. I'm gonna be there for this like big moment. That was his intention. I get that. I get it. But then also, it's literally like, hey, I told you straight up, this is my boundary. You came anyway, made it about you. Like I asked you not to do this. I asked you not to come to my graduation, get all this attention. And you just did it anyway.
See, niggas,
so I see more of that side, honestly.
I feel what you're saying, right? But it's the thing with dudes. They think when they cheat, they don't cheat on nobody else but their wife. No, you cheat on the whole family.
Yeah.
That trickles down.
Some people don't feel like that though.
You feel what I'm saying?
I never thought about it.
When you cheat on the whole family now because now the children.
Alex.
Come on now.
Say that one more time, please.
When you
just
cheat,
so I can process it.
I got you, brother. Come on now. When you cheat on the entire family. Because who's going to be there for your wife? Consoling. Who's going to be seeing your wife sad, crying, out and about? It's going to be your kids. And they're going to ask, yo, what's going on? Yo, this what Pop doing?
Yeah.
Like, damn, he wilding like that. So, Gary, I know it's tough. I know you want to go to all them graduations, all them games. I heard what you said about your son. That nigga left you undelivered too.
He did?
He
Damn.
did.
I didn't see that one.
Nigga tried to reach out to his son. That nigga dubbed him too.
Shouldn't have cheated on their mom.
I know it sounds a little crazy, Gary, but you sound a little controlling, dog.
I don't even know if it's controlling. I think it's ego. So there's two things that play for me.
I think they play
hand in
hand.
Ego, right? It's the ego. I think it's the ego.
They play hand in hand.
He's doing it for him. Yeah.
They doing hand in hand.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't feel bad because he's white.
Hell no.
If this was a black man, I'll be like, yo, get your kids. That's the first thing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
I'm like, damn.
Like, man,
Shout out to all the Caucasians out there.
The second thing I play that comes for me is, and Regi,
nigga?
I know you
gonna cheat on a black woman?
I don't care who he cheated on. He's just white. So I'm like, damn, nigga, your kids ain't fucking with you. But Regi, I know you read the book. Shit. Some of our listeners may have read the book. Alex, I think, we always reference this book. But it reminded me of one of the chapters, one of the sections in Will Smith's book, where he said, Jada Pinkett Smith, I don't remember. The birthday party.
Okay, yeah.
It was the birthday party. I can't remember the milestone, but it was a birthday party. She was turning a certain age, and she didn't want much. She just wanted her family, Jaden, Willow, all these motherfuckers. And he went all out for her. This massive,
like called all his
extravaganza,
relationships and invited certain people to do stuff.
Everybody, he went so hard for this birthday that he tracked her family slave owner from the 1800s.
Like, nigga,
to get them there to just say a message to her like, oh, this is like, he really went all out. And the thing that I took away from that and something I try to apply to my life is when somebody tells you what they want and who they are, just respect that, listen to it, adhere to it, regardless of how it may make you feel.
Absolutely.
Because he did all of that out of his own ego to make her feel good, because that's what made him feel good for her. When she didn't need that, she didn't want that. That's not what filled her cup. She didn't require that. And in this case, when I heard him say, I even got the photographer, man.
Right.
It felt like Will Smith to me.
A random photographer in her face, like
he was like, she didn't notice it. Okay, she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's not that she didn't notice it. That wasn't for her. That was for you.
And think about it. This is probably one of her happiest moments in life. She's graduating. She put in all that hard work to get to this place and get her degree, walk on that stage and have her loved ones around. And now she has to think about how she told you to respect her boundaries. And you didn't.
In that generation, like both of these two examples from Cory and Gary, I think it's a disconnect between understanding how to relate to today or just parenting today.